Hi, my name is Kisha, and today we're going to talk about the school head in school-based management. At the end of this chapter, you should be able to first explain the meaning, advantages, disadvantages, and demands of school-based management, state practices aligned to school-based management, and lastly is to explain the rules, functions, and competencies of school heads in school-based management. Local Governance Code of 1991 or RA 7160 provided for a more responsive local government structure through a system of decentralization where local governments are given more power, authority, responsibilities, and resources. So in this chapter, you are expected to learn the rewards and challenges in implementing school-based management, especially on the part of the school head. School-based management. So, a school-based management is a decentralized management initiative by developing power or authority to school heads, teachers, parents, and students. School-based management is a strategy to improve education by transferring significant decision-making authority from the DepEd central office, regional offices, division offices to individual schools. So, through involvement of teachers, parents, and other community members in these key decisions, SBM can create more effective learning environments for children. School-based management and the principle of subsidiarity. So school-based management is in keeping with the principle of subsidiarity, which states that it is the people at the lowest level who will know best their problems and so are in the best position to address the same. So nothing should be done by a larger or more complex organization, which can be done as well by a smaller and simpler organization. In other words, any activity which can be performed by a more decentralized entity should be done by the more decentralized. So what are the advantages of the school-based management? So it allows competent individuals in the schools to make decisions that will improve learning, give the entire school community a voice in key decisions, focus accountability for decisions, lead to greater creativity in the design of programs, redirect resources to support the goals developed in each school, lead to realistic budgeting as parents and teachers become more aware of the school's financial status, spending limitations, and the cost of its programs, and improve morale of teachers and nurture new leadership at all levels. Move on to the legal basis of school-based management. So the Philippine Constitution provides that Congress shall enact a local government code that will institutionalize a system of decentralization, which is the Article 10, Section 3, whereby local government units shall be extended more power authority. The Local Government Code in 1991 is a fulfillment of the constitutional provision. So the school empowerment is based on the assumption that the school heads, including teachers, key leaders in the community, so parents know best the root and the solution to the problem.
Condition for the success of SBM. Teachers, school heads must be given the opportunity to make choices. They must actively participate in school improvement planning. The involvement of parents and teachers must be strongly encouraged and highly welcome. Stakeholders must participate in the development of a school improvement plan. They must have a say on resource allocation to meet specific needs. Higher authorities must actively encourage thoughtful experimentation and innovation in an atmosphere where mistakes are viewed as learning experiences. They must be willing to share their authority with the academic and the larger community. Teachers must develop reflection, problem solving. In addition, based on international experience, the following must be present for school-based management to succeed in schools. They must have basic resources, have developed an effective school support system, are provided with regular information on their performance, are given advice on how they may improve, and emphasize the motivational element in the management work of the principal. The success of school-based management very much depends on the school head. In the functions of school head, we have these roles, functions, knowledge, skills, attitude required. Under the rules, school head is a visionary principal, motivator, advocate, and planner. Its functions is to lead in settling the vision, mission, and goals of the school. The knowledge, skills, attitude required are change and future orientation. A school head is a builder of networks and support system. He or she organize, expand schools, community, and local government networks and groups that will actively participate in school improvement, lead in developing the school improvement plan with the participation of the staffs and community, lead in developing and maintaining the school management information system. They require the skills networking, organizing, social mobilization, advocacy, development of teamwork, building consensus and skills in negotiation and conflict resolution, participatory planning and administrative management, generation and use of data and information as basis of planning and management. A school head is a curriculum developer. They create a physical and psychological climate conducive to teaching and learning, localize and implement school curriculum, encourage development and use of innovative instructional methods focused on improving learning outcomes, increasing access to basic education, improving the holding power of schools, and addressing specific local problems. The knowledge, skills, and attitudes required are development of collective accountability for school and student performance, designing of the curriculum to address both national goals, local needs, and aspirations, creation of an open learning system based on several resource materials rather than on a single textbook, participatory and peer-based instructional supervision. A school head is a fiscal resource management. They administer and manage all personnel, physical, and fiscal resources of the school, encourage and accept donations, gifts, bequests, and grants for educational purposes, and report all such donations to the appropriate offices. And under the knowledge, skills, attitudes required are fund management, serving as model for transparency and accountability, especially in financial management. The Philippine Accreditation System for Basic Education, or PASB. The institutionalization of school-based management was strengthened with the introduction of the Philippines Accreditation System for Basic Education, which was launched through DepEd Order No. 64 in 2012. Accreditation is a process of self-evaluating and peer review to ensure that quality standards agreed upon by stakeholders are understood, implemented, maintained, and enhanced for continuous improvement of learning outcomes. The agreed upon standard of quality or effective school are grounded on the four principles of a child and community-centered education system, namely, number 1, principle of collective leadership, number 2, principle of community-based learning, number 3, principle of accountability for performance and result, and 4, principle of convergence to harness resources for education. All of these 4 principles also apply school-based management. The school's level of SBM practice can be either level 1, development, level 2, maturing, level 3, advanced. A school that reaches the highest of SBM practice qualifies for an accredited status. A school in level 1, developing, means that the school is developing structures and mechanisms with acceptable level and extent of community participation and impact on learning. A school in level 2, described as maturing, means that the school is introducing and sustaining continuous improvement process that integrates wider community participation and significantly improve performance and learning outcomes. Level 3, advanced, accredited, means that the school is ensuring the production of intended outputs or outcomes and meeting all standards of a system fully integrated in the local community and is self-renewing and self-sustaining. In conclusion, PASB is means to institutionalize SBM, the granting of more autonomy to schools for them to chart their destiny to grow in effectiveness continuously. Factors that contribute to school effectiveness. Number 1. Human factors. These include a dynamic school head, highly selected, competent, and committed, highly motivated pupils with high expectation, and a supportive community. Number 2. Non-human factors. Processes. These refer to clear and shared vision, mission, or focus, high expectations, or ambitious standards, emphasis on accountability, aligned curriculum, instruction and assessment with state or DepEd standards, efficiency or optimal utilization of resources and facilities, collaboration and communication, focused professional development, global and future orientation. These factors are exemplified by high-performing schools in the Philippines and abroad, and by the best education-performing countries in the world. In the Philippines, the practice of school-based management gave greater autonomy to schools to make decisions in collaboration with parents and community towards greater school effectiveness. The SBM assessment tool is an instrument used to assess schools' effectiveness, and its use for accreditation of schools is an assurance that effective practices get institutionalized to build the school's culture of excellence.